Hi everyone, my name's Michelle and I'm Mama Loves You GB. This is the 7th of December. Welcome along to FlossMas. You'll have to excuse the kind of no colour. I've been really tired today. I finished a bit of work up last night, well after midnight, got into bed thinking, oh, I'm really tired, I'm going to enjoy going to sleep. And what popped into my brain? I wonder if anyone's got any taxidermy herons for sale on eBay. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. So I spent a good 20 minutes looking at the taxidermy herons on eBay and then I fell asleep after that. But it's not done me favours for today. Right, I've got lots to show you. All the usual stuff. So let's crack on. Without further ado. The Home for Captured Children got quite a few laughs yesterday. So let's see what they're up to today. Today number 7. Cannot see what he's got. It's a little girl and a little boy, and it looks like the little boy has got something. Don't know. I can't see what he's got at all. But he's got something in his lap, and she is very interested in it. So there we go. We'll leave that there. What have I been stitching on? I've done a little tiny bit of stitching. Came home, we had dinner, watched The Rise of Gru. Thankfully I've seen it before because I'm not really sure what happened in the last 20 minutes or so. I may have had a little nap. I did do some stitching, but not for very long. There's a project that's been kind of calling my name for the last probably a week or so, and it's this one. Excuse my battered copy. This is the Prairie Schooler Evergreen, and I started it last year, and I'm doing a sulky conversion for it, and really love the colours. Stitched on 32 count, what does that say, Tobias by Seraphim, and I did a little bit more this evening. I did a little bit more with the deer. Didn't touch the others. The others are where I'd got to before. And I can't remember why I didn't put the border on. I may be thinking about maybe not putting the border on and just framing it without the border. I can't remember what my initial plan was, but I shall stitch the 9 patch first of all. There's the 9 patch. And then I'll decide whether I want to have the border around the outside or not. But yeah, a sulky conversion. I think there's some excellent colours in the sulkies that really match the Prairie Schoolers beautifully. I think I'd gone into a bit of a Prairie Schooler sort of a moment. We all have a Prairie Schooler moment every now and then, which is good because there is actually a Prairie Schooler freebie that I looked up. I'm just going to put a little picture of it up because it's not the freebie that I ended up choosing. It's a little owl, and it reminded me of a little bit of the little owl that's in there, and also the little owl that's in a couple of their Halloween patterns. So I'll chuck that one in today as well. We shall see. My 2 previous finishes are this one, which is another one which has failed the final finishing test. This is called 'Tis Spring by Not Forgotten Farm, and as you can see it's in the hoop, but there is still very much the backing to be done. So when I get round to backing my little hippo from yesterday, I shall do the same thing with this one. Thank you very much to everybody who sent me the song about wanting a hippo for Christmas. I have played it all the way through. I will put a link to the song in the description box because it is a good fun song. I hadn't thought I'd heard it. Is that good grammar? I didn't think I'd heard it when people were talking about it, but then when I played it I was like, yeah, I've heard that. So back to the previous stitches. That is Not Forgotten Farm, 'Tis Spring. And then this next one without checking my records, I'm not sure whether this was a finish from last year or the year before. I think it was last year, but I'm not 100%, but it bears repeating. So this is by the Snowflower Diaries, and I'll have to look up the pattern name because I can't quite remember what it's called. And I stitched that in Sulky, in a red from Sulky. No, it's not from Sulky. I knew I'd say the wrong thing. Oh, they do all the big skeins. Silks for you. There we go. If I got the first word of it, I'd be all right. There we go. So yeah, I'll pop the pattern name down below. This is turning into an episode of Give Us a Clue, isn't it? What's the pattern name? What's the thread? Anyway, let's have a look at number 7. Number 7. What have we got? Another little tube. Ooh. Nukes, Nux, Mervalence Lift, Firming Powdery Cream. Cool, couldn't we ever do with that at the moment? Powdery cream, how does that work, a powdery cream then? We'll get that lid later. Just put a little on. Just a cream. I'm not experiencing any powderiness at all. Smells lovely though. Very scented, very sort of like posh cream scented, you know. Like it, like it, like it. Right, let's have a look at the freebie. I've got 2 actually, I've got 2. They both come from Mama Witch X Stitch and they're available via her Facebook group. And she put up 2 freebies that she designed and she asked people to choose between them. Well, of course nobody could choose between them, could they? So she put them both up. So this is the first one. This is called Christmas Cheers, and it's a little piggy in amongst all the holly. And this one, anybody with a cat in a Christmas tree will know, this is called Meowie Christmas. That cats and Christmas trees don't necessarily make the best of bedfellows. So yes, we're still on the recycled paper. Try and belt through that as quickly as possible. So yeah, there is Meowie Christmas and Christmas Cheers. So both of those are free if you go onto the Mama Witch X Stitch Facebook. If you join her Facebook group, she does put a freebie up every month, so it is really worth going and looking on the Facebook group. Okie dokie, well, we've just got one more thing to do today. I have rather rattled through it today. What else have I been up to today? I've been placing a little order with Patchwork Rabbit. I've decided I'm going to kit up a couple of little charts that I've picked up in the last couple of days, and they also have the new Blackbird Designs book in, and I haven't seen it in anywhere else, any of my other sort of UK shops that I shop at, so they're the first ones to get it. So if you want a copy of that, I should make sure you go and order one. This is number 7. It feels quite a bulky one. I think I know what it is. Having had these before, I think my spidey senses tell me I was right. It is. It is one of the Cottage Garden threads. And this one is called Le Bouton. Le Bouton. Right, if you've never had these before, I'm going to show you what you do with them, okay? Because this packaging is brilliant packaging. Don't take it out. Just unhitch it, unravel it. There we go. And then the way it's caught at the top, I'll sacrifice one of my threads for you. You can just pick out a thread and pull it, and it comes out. And then if you want to, all you need to do is just punch a little hole in there, and then you can put your threads, the extra threads that you've not used, back on the loop. but I am just going to put mine through the top just for now, just so that I don't lose it. But these are lovely, lovely threads. I've sewed with these before, and isn't that a fabulous colour? How to turn mine into a bit of a scary mess, but I had to show you how to use them, because if you try and take them off the ring, oh dear, one of those days. One of those days. But you have to have them, otherwise the good days wouldn't make sense. So yeah, I'd rather mess mine up a little bit. It'll soon fall out, but I have to show you how to use them. So put that on there, out of the way, so that we're not going to lose it. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay classy, stitchers.